Tiny ant, big sky. Beneath a wobbly picnic table, in a bustling city of tunnels and chambers, lived a very special ant named Astro. Unlike the others, who busily carried crumbs and built pathways, Astro dreamed of something far beyond the colony. He wanted to visit the moon. It was a huge dream for such a tiny creature. Even thinking about leaving the tunnels made his antennae tremble. But the moon, that shimmering pearl in the night sky, called to him. One bright morning, Astro decided today was the day he would begin his quest. He scurried into his secret workshop, a cozy nook filled with bits and bobs he'd collected. His most treasured item was a talking rocket blueprint, a mischievous, joke-telling piece of paper that sparkled faintly. Why did the rocket break up with the spaceship? Because it needed space, it quipped. Astro giggled, a tiny sound in the vast colony. "Morning, blueprint," he chirped. "I'm ready to build my rocket. I just need to find stardust for fuel." The blueprint's inky lines shimmered. "A noble quest, little space seeker. But stardust is tricky. It only falls when dreams are truly big." Astro's heart fluttered with courage. He knew he'd need help from the wisest creature in the garden, an old caterpillar who lived by the petunias. Through the twisting tunnels he went, past busy worker ants who barely noticed him. Finally, he emerged into the bright, dizzying world above. Everything seemed enormous. Blades of grass towered like trees, and a single dewdrop glistened like a crystal ball. Astro took a deep breath and marched toward the petunias. There, munching peacefully on a leaf, sat the wise old caterpillar, spectacles balanced on his nose. "Excuse me, Mr. Caterpillar," he squeaked. The caterpillar looked up kindly. "Well, hello there. What brings a tiny ad so far from home?" "I want to go to the moon," Astro declared, puffing out his chest. "But I need stardust for fuel. My blueprint says you know about the sky." The caterpillar munched thoughtfully. "Ah, the moon. A grand dream indeed. But stardust isn't something you find. It's something you earn. It's made of courage, perseverance, and a sprinkle of wonder. Build your rocket first. When the sky sees your effort, the stardust will find you." Astro nodded, full of hope. "Thank you, Mr. Caterpillar." Back in his workshop, Astro got to work. He shaped an acorn shell into a rocket body, attached a shiny silver foil wing he'd found near a picnic basket, and tied it all together with spider silk he'd traded for with a particularly juicy aphid. The blueprint cheered him on between jokes. Why did the sun go to school? To get brighter. Days passed, and the rocket gleamed brighter with every improvement. But just as Astro was nearing completion, disaster struck. Dark clouds gathered, the sky rumbled. Then came the rain, not a soft drizzle, but a pounding storm that turned the ground into rivers of mud. From the safety of the tunnel entrance, Astro watched in horror as giant drops battered his rocket. The silver wing flapped helplessly. His hard work, his dream, was washing away. Fear gripped him. Maybe he was foolish to think he could reach the moon. Maybe he should just hide underground forever. Then, faintly, he heard the blueprint's voice in his mind. "Don't give up, Astro. A challenge is just an adventure waiting to happen." He remembered the caterpillar's words. Stardust is made of courage and perseverance. Astro took a deep breath. He couldn't let fear win. He dashed into the storm, a tiny speck in a world of roaring rain. Drop after drop slammed around him, but he kept pushing his rocket towards shelter beneath a sturdy blade of grass. His legs ached, but his determination burned brighter than the lightning. Finally, soaked and exhausted, he secured the rocket in the dry patch. When the storm passed, the sun broke through, painting a rainbow across the sky. Astro looked at his battered but safe rocket and felt something new. Pride. He hadn't given up. As twilight fell, the first stars appeared, and then something magical happened. A soft glow surrounded his rocket. Tiny, sparkling motes drifted down like snowflakes, settling gently on the silver foil wing. Stardust! He had done it. His courage and perseverance had drawn it to him. With a trembling smile, Astro climbed into his acorn shell rocket. The stardust shimmered with quiet energy. He knew he wouldn't reach the real moon tonight. Not yet. But his dream was alive, and that was enough. He gazed up at the glowing sky. The moon hung above him, closer than ever before. Astro whispered, "Adventure begins with a single step." And with his stardust-powered rocket ready, he knew this was only the beginning. The moon was just the first stop in a universe of possibilities.